My name is DN Prasad, and I'm with Google as the Director of Google People Services for APAC. It's a pleasure to be in DigiCon, and thanks for having me over. What we were focusing on was, really the fundamental values that we have as an organization in Google, irrespective of whether it is a digital transformation or any kind of transformation. So what makes Google Google was the message, the fact that people are in the front and center of everything that we do, and they form the nucleus of everything that we do in Google. And how is that you don't necessarily need to be Google to be able to practice some of these things. It's just about your belief, it's the value that you can bring in, it's a choice that you make. So that was the message that we were sharing with the audience. So moonshots is something that we use at Google for anything that's hugely transformational or huge innovations or just 10x transformation that we would call. It's something that our CEO of Alphabet and former CEO of Google, Larry, had phrased, had coined. Essentially what it means is about, there is incremental transformation that we do, or incremental innovation, which could be small changes to anything that we do. It could be a process, it could be a practice, and that could be in the range of about a few percentage points. That's not going to change significantly or move the needle significantly. So the entire premise here is to be able to think 10x and think really large for the big changes to happen, for the needle to move significantly, and for game-changing innovations to take place. Googliness is it's a very Google phrase, as you call. So it's a phrase that we use to define the values and culture of Google. So there are very different ways of looking at Googliness. So when we say a person is googly or otherwise, and we need people to be googly, it's a combination of a few things. And let me share a few examples. It's really about whether one can work comfortably in a very ambiguous situation, a fast-paced situation, when someone can work well in teams. Someone can be a good ideator as well as an executor. So it's a combination of both ideation and execution. Someone who really can roll up sleeves and work alongside the teams. Someone who takes their work seriously but not themselves seriously. They have passion both at work and outside. So it's not a unidimensional life that they lead, which is just one passion or one work. It's really about everything coming together. Someone who can communicate well. Someone who can really think big and lead or be led depending on what situation is. But in summary, like I mentioned inside as well, for me, Googliness is really about whether you're doing the right thing when no one is noticing you or when no one is seeing you. That to me is the essence of Googliness. The fact that we really care for it, and we're very deliberate and thoughtful about nurturing the culture and strengthening the culture. And that's the reason why, despite the significant growth that we've seen globally, both in terms of scale, complexity, and just our global footprint, culture remains to be the front and center of everything that we do, and we have a culture that we are all incredibly proud of.